Good morning, Phillies fans. Today, let's talk about a topic that is near and dear to most of your hearts, and that is former general manager Ruben Amaro Jr. Now, last week, the Phillies fans' Twitterverse was set ablaze when a report was circulating that the Phillies were considering Amaro for the open managerial position. Amaro, of course, is much reviled by Phillies fans because he is largely seen as the reason why the Phillies have wallowed in last place for the last several years. And it is fair to say that Amaro did make some moves, which in retrospect were not very good for the Phillies, or at the time were not very popular with Phillies fans. Amaro, for example, traded away Cliff Lee after he helped the Phils win the 2008 World Series. Amaro tied the hands of the Phillies financially when he signed Ryan Howard to a lucrative contract. And of course, we all know that Ryan Howard then injured himself and was unable to play for most of the duration of that contract. Amaro traded away the immensely popular and the productive Hunter Pence in the middle of the 2012 season, again alienating many of the Phillies fans. And of course, it was Amaro who signed the infamous Jonathan Papelbon. Amaro is blamed for gutting the farm system and leaving the Phillies unable to compete when the members of the 2008 World Championship were aging and diminishing in their skill level. But in Amaro's defense, at the time, Ryan Howard was the most prolific home run hitter the Phillies had had since Mike Schmidt and was immensely popular at the time. If not for the Achilles tendon injury, then it is possible that Howard could have been productive for those 2 years that he had to sit out while he was healing. And if the Phillies hadn't traded Hunter Pence to the Giants, then Hunter Pence may never have met the internet sensation behind Let's Get Lexi, fallen in love and gotten married, and well, let's face it, who are we Phillies fans to stand in the way of true love? And as for Jonathan Papelbon, well, we Phillies fans got the opportunity to see the Washington Nationals implode when he became a member of their team and when he went after their star player by trying to choke him in the dugout. Amaro also shrewdly obtained pitcher Nick Pivetta in the Papelbon deal. And of course, while Nick Pivetta cannot be said to be a great Phillies pitcher at the moment, Pivetta has performed well when the Phillies needed him to, and he does show promise. Still, after Amaro has gone, Phillies fans have suffered through 2 seasons of losing baseball. But towards the end of the 2017 season, the Phillies showed promise. The prospects came up from the minor leagues, and they showed that they can perform. But to those of you who are bent on hating Amaro, I hate to break this to you, but the young stars who are part of the team that showed a resurgence at the very end of the 2017 season, many of them are in the Phillies system because of Ruben Amaro. In the 2014 draft, for example, Amaro was responsible for drafting both Aaron Nola and Rhys Hoskins. In 2009, Amaro was responsible for drafting Aaron Altair. Before the start of the 2015 season, Amaro obtained Odubel Herrera through the Rule 5 draft. And let's not forget the Cole Hamels trade, which brought us Jorge Alfaro, Nick Williams, Jared Eichhoff, and Jake Thompson. The fact is, in baseball, there is a cycle. A team can get good for a few years, then the members of that team get older and lose some of their skills, then the team has to go through a rebuilding period, and during that rebuilding period, the team typically does poorly, and it's unfortunate that Ruben Amaro was largely blamed when the Phillies reached the very bottom of the rebuilding period. In the end, Amaro's record with the Phillies as general manager is mixed. A clean break from the Phillies organization was probably the best thing both for Amaro and the fans, and at this point, I don't think that Amaro is receiving serious consideration for the Phillies managerial position. So fans, thanks for watching today. Thanks to those of you who read my blog, and for those of you who may be interested, a link to my blog will be in the box below. And let's keep high hopes for the 2018 season.